All right.
I like the way you poo. I like the way you poo. Do 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 do. I like the way. I like the way.
Eli, what's truth? Like what is truth to you? Like what is truth to you? Does it have to happen in the past, or can truth be in the future?
Truth.
Can truth be in the future, or does it always have to be in the past?
Past.
But if I were to throw something at you, it didn't happen yet, but I have it ready to throw at you. In the future, that thing that I'm about to throw at you would hit you. That would be true, right? You see how true works?
Yeah.
I could actually create it.
Manifestation?
Sure, something like that. I don't like to man. I would call it woman manifestation. Woman. Like you can't say amen. You're supposed to say woman, amen. Wayman.
This is what I want you to do.
Okay.
I want you to think of something. You don't have to do this right now, though.
I'm already thinking about something.
Then I want you to draw up it like a stick figure of that thing on a sheet of paper. Your intention. Then I want you to pray to that every night for at least an hour and meditate on that thing. And then put it into action. Make it real. Turn your thoughts, which are fake, into something that is into existence. Create things like what God did out of thin air. He took a rib from a man, right? And he made a woman out of that rib.
Like weird science.
Yeah. What women are made out of one rib. Imagine what you could do with the other ribs.
But if you're saying God made it or Adam made the woman?
God did.
But it was out of Adam's rib.
Yeah.
So if it was Adam's rib, that means that woman is Adam's. That means that woman is a piece of property.
I don't know. I'm not getting into that argument, but I'm just saying.
But hypothetically, wouldn't you think?
You're saying facts, and I'm giving you facts.
I'm just saying.
This isn't a fact. This is opinion now.
No, but we're talking about biblical. We're being like theologians here.
Oh.
We're just say we're two rabbis sitting here talking, shooting shit.
Like who?
I don't know. I could be. I don't know any, but I know some smart rabbis.
You'd be.
So yeah. So if I took something that was mine, it's part of my body, and I took it. God took it out my rib and planted it,
and then make something you can have sex with.
That means that thing can't go against me. I would get rid of her like I trim my own fingernail. Because she's part of my body. She gives birth to some more bodies only because initially she was part of my rib. So that means all the babies that she gives birth to are my property too.
No.
Why are you against the monotheistic Judaic religion?
No.
Men, patriarchy needs to have it's the pillar, man. It holds all this shit together. You don't think? Do you really think you want to get rid of all the men?
No.
It would. This whole thing would fall apart.
I didn't say that.
But any good man. This is the thing I forgot to tell you. Any good man is able to deceive a woman to make her feel like she's the one who's doing it all. That's the great wisdom of the man.
That might be the most profound thing you've ever said.
Really? Because like a real man would say, you know what? Women are the reason.
Who came up with that?
I don't know, I'm making this shit up. But a real man would say a woman is better than a man. That's a real man. He would say the world would be better off with women. He would say that, but he wouldn't do that. You get the difference? That's politics.
Why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free?
I saw this YouTube
You
video.
ever heard that one?
Yeah. Why teach a man to fish and then you don't have to fish him?
Give him some milk, don't give him the cow.
If
Why buy the milk when you can fuck the cow?
make sure you know you don't it's a difference between owning a cow and so like what do you think about vegans? What do you think about vegans? They don't do anything. They just sit there and think plants will come into their mouth. They think they just think the world is just some sort of sweet, honest universe.
They're anomalies.
They're lazy people. Vegans are the laziest people I've ever known. They're so lazy. They got no energy.
Who?
It's just everybody. I mean, my wife's a vegan. Lazy. No, I'm just joking. She's a vegetarian, so she has a little more energy. Do you think vegans are? Wouldn't you agree? You don't think vegans are lazy people?
Do they have?
Oh, this podcast sucks already. So, like, I was watching this Joe Rogan podcast with Michael Malice. He did it like the other day, and I had to turn it off because they were just laughing about blackface for like 30 minutes.
We should restart this podcast.
We'll restart it right now. Ready?
Right.
Hey guys, here we are. We're just talking nothing but nice things. Real Estate Ventures is what's going on right now. Downtown Phoenix. Let's just put it this way. There's about 10% of the people downtown right now are actual locals. The rest of the 80% is actually construction workers building condos.
Yeah.
24/7, around the clock. We're talking about 20% are actual locals downtown right now.
So here's what happened.
We're talking about vacancies, Eli. Vacancies.
What we did was we legalized weed. So now everyone in Cali's coming down. It's just a mass migration to Cali. I just drove by. I rode by Michi. Not Michi. Chihuas.
Yeah.
It's all California people. There's like VW buses there. It's like Santa Monica Boulevard right there. At Taka's Chihuas right now.
They're gonna just make this place a traffic jam, just like they did at their city. The only thing LA ever created was bad movies, homeless cities, tent cities.
We're getting more homeless now because of them.
California has only created.
California.
California is the only thing California has ever created for humanity is Skid Row, forest fires.
The Diamond District.
What's the Diamond District?
Where they sell diamonds in LA?
I thought they did that in New York. They didn't create that. They just stole from New York. Listen, these LA people, you know where they need to go? They need to go back to New York, where their stank came from. These damn city folk. They need to get the hell out of here. This is only cowboys are allowed in Phoenix.
In another year, we're gonna have freaking homeless people camping out under the freeways. They're gonna be giant homeless encampments. Because all the locals are going to be homeless. Because they won't be able to afford all the locals are going to be looking for the best freeway to live under pretty soon. It's alright. I'll be good. I don't know if anyone else will be good.
I talked to this guy about homeless people. He said, "Don't feel bad for them. All they do is fuck all day and do drugs."
Huh.
And he takes care of homeless people downtown.
So do animals do that.
Did you know Britney Spears is a sex slave?
Oh.
Or what is she? What is she again? What's that documentary about?
Her dad controls her money.
He doesn't have her. Is she allowed to have sex?
Yes.
With other people or just like with herself?
With her boyfriends.
Oh, she has multiple boyfriends?
Yeah.
So what the hell is everybody talking like she's all like in a prison? She has boyfriends.
She can't spend her money though. She can't buy a cup of coffee without her asking her dad.
That's fine. Dude, I wish I had a parent that's... You know what you call that? You know, people pay for someone to do that for them. Her dad's working for free. Some people pay for an accountant, somebody...
Look, they're wearing like the Guy Fawkes mask.
Oh, anonymous?
They're wearing anonymous masks.
Well...
Alan Moore would not like that. Or he would think it was extremely funny.
She should have joined Scientology. I don't know what her problem is. Scientology cures all those Hollywood stars. Did you know that? They're really good at like making Hollywood stars.
So I've heard.
Not turn into like Britney Spears. Britney Spears. What do you think? What do you give her 1 to 10? Like sex wise. Like we're just pure objectification of a woman.
When she was 18, 10.
When she was 18, 10.
Yeah.
That's above age, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're safe there. Any lower, bro? We quit this podcast right now.
When she was 17.
I don't take any of that pedophile shit.
When she was 17, no way.
No way, she's way too young. She was like a little baby.
But when she was 18,
she was like a sister, dude. Anybody even look at her, I would just get upset.
And that now she's a little lower.
Like what are we saying a little lower?
Like 3.
She have a gut on her or what? She got that bubble gut?
She has a crazy look in her eyes.
Do you think it's so like there's a lot of tender subjects with a woman's body, you know, as far as talking about a woman's body, there's a lot of like sensitive things. Would you agree?
I remember the first time I saw Britney Spears. I was 16. And she was in Rolling Stones magazine. And I was like, I think I'm in love.
You weren't in love with Britney Spears, dude.
And then she was like in a schoolgirl outfit, and
well, you're younger than me.
I was 16, so I could have thought that, right? Mm-hmm. At the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah. I was in love. I was smitten.
You know what that reminds me of?
I saw it at CompUSA in the magazine rack when I was working there.
Look at that poor girl in the back. She was waddling. She can't move as fast as the other gazelles. You know what that story reminded me of? When I fell in love with Paula Abdul. You remember Paula Abdul?
Oh yeah.
I remember being a little child and I saw her dance with this cartoon character.
With the cat.
And I was so in love.
Oh baby, aren't you got me?
Every day I would go to school.
Whoa,
and I would try to get such good grades. I do pull-ups at the bar in the playground. I would do exercises because I knew when I get out of this school, I'm gonna marry that girl.
You wanted to be that cat?
I'm gonna. I didn't want to be that cat. I wanted to be the human version of that cat. That cool cat. He was a cool cat. So Eli, what I was trying to say was I would go to school every day in elementary school and I would do good in school. I would get mentally smart, physically strong in the playground. Because when I graduate, when I get out of 6th grade, I'm gonna marry Paul Abdul. I already figured it out. I already knew how I could make some money. I already knew that I could go down there's this store that used to sell bulk bubblegum, like big boxes of it. I could buy those big boxes of bubblegum and sell it for like 3 times the price.
Are people really in love with them, or are they in love with being famous themselves? They know if I'm with this person, the sheen's gonna bounce off onto me, and I'll just taste a little bit of that fame. They don't really like that person. They like the attention they might get.
I'm fucking ready, dude. I'm ready to get on the stage, bro. Eli, I'm ready. I'm ready to do stand-up, Eli. I'm gonna get up there, dude. I'm gonna tell those jokes. I'm gonna make the people laugh.
You know what the best high in the world is?
What?
Doing good at stand-up. It's better than doing meth. That's why so many...
You would know, right?
That's why so many losers do stand-up.
Because they're trying to get that meth high?
Yeah.
And they realize they gotta get that comedy high.
Yeah.
Dude, that should be on your business card. Dude, you could be the comedian that gets people off meth. into comedy.
But if you bomb, it's the worst shit. It's like having a bad trip.
And that's when you need meth.
It's like eating those gummies.
I got some gummies up there, dude. I bought some the other day.
It's legal now.
Yeah, but it's like, did you know they take 25%?
Ooh.
Some sort of tax, dude.
Aren't
If it's recreational, it's 25% tax. If it's medical, it's 2% or 3%. Did you know that?
That's how they got it through the tax.
Yeah, 25% tax when it's recreational.
That's how they made it legal.
There's gonna be so many punk kids. Like, you know who's gonna buy it. How old do you have to be? 21?
I don't know. I didn't buy it.
Whatever that little window of opportunity when you can do drugs.
I don't smoke weed anymore.
These poor kids would be doing hard shit instead of that fucking marijuana at a young age, you know? What do you think? Don't you think young kids should be doing hard shit? Because they got good metabolism. Their body can take that hard drug.
I never thought about it.
But when you're old, dude, why would you do that to yourself? Dude, you're weak, dude. Like, I can try to drink. I only can drink a couple beers and I start fucking going to sleep.
I felt.
Is that Britney Spears' mom?
Oh, can you put the audio on for just this part?
Yeah.
Listen to what Ed McMahon says.
If you think about her coming from such a small town, you know, she clawed her way into the industry right from the beginning.
Is she a good singer?
Right there, she sounds pretty good.
Oh, here it is.
You have a boyfriend?
Yes, sir.
Wait.
Why not?
They're mean.
Boyfriends? You mean all boys are mean? I'm not mean. How about me?
Well, it depends.
That's some Cunanan shit right there.
Of all things that she could be asked about, because what else could we
Okay, you can turn it off so we don't get flagged.
a woman or a girl?
Ed McMahon. Dude,
Sure.
I'm gonna have to edit that out. Because I don't want no creep like that on my fucking podcast.
Here's Johnny.
I'm the only creep that's allowed on this podcast.
Here's Johnny.
Actually, that reminded me of a Joe Biden line, didn't it? Those guys sound like something Joe Biden would say. What about me? Am I a bad guy?
Why don't you marry me?
Man, I'm man. Look at me, man. So like, does anybody know that Joe Biden made everybody vote for him because he said whatever your race is, if you vote for Trump, you obviously aren't who you think you are.
I don't talk about politics anymore.
Oh, that's right. We're only allowed to talk about college football and porn.
I don't talk about politics or religion anymore.
What do you know talking about? Food, dude?
Football.
Football. Yeah, so what did you think of the Super Bowl?
Worst game ever. Boring game.
What was a play that you remember?
It was just, you knew what was going to happen in the first quarter. The game was sealed.
So what do you think about all those people getting arrested for celebrating the Super Bowl with no masks on out there?
Yes, do it.
So you're for people spreading the murder?
Get them arrested.
Oh, get them arrested. What kind of punishment do you think they should have? I personally think, because I'm Armenian, so I'm like kind of a Middle Eastern. I have like Middle Eastern laws
You're
still in my head.
Mediterranean.
I'm more of an eye for an eye type of person. So like,
I think they should get their hands tied behind their back and then someone with corona coughs on them.
I like it. That's a little extreme, but I like it.
And then they have to be isolated 2 weeks in a jail, a corona jail only.
I think they should have a mask on that's locked, like a chastity belt. They can never take a mask off. They got to keep it on.
Who's going to invent that?
I've seen it in the movie Saw. When they try to take it off, it smashes their jaws wide open.
You know what they should do?
What?
They should make them into a human centipede. Everyone who partied.
But the guy in the front, bro. But the guy in the front has to wear a mask. He has to. Everybody else doesn't need to worry about it because their ass is on the lips. That'd be cool to have a mask that says, "I was in Human Centipede. I was a Human Centipede."
Corona edition.
I want to have a mask that says Human Centipede.
I'm wearing
Dude, what if I did a whole art show that was just a series of Human Centipede? Like, it was just figurative. And everything was a head up someone else's ass.
And you just had a bunch of celebrities doing Human Centipede.
So you want to hear something funny?
Let's put Brittany back behind us.
Oh yeah, hey guys. I almost forgot. Kevin Smith
Movies.
is going to be calling in soon.
He's promoting his movie. Is there a movie video, maybe?
There he is, Kevin Smith, man. He's calling in. Eli, what's going on tomorrow? Why are we having Kevin Smith on the show today?
He's promoting his new restaurant, temporary restaurant at the Van Buren.
And
It's
tell me
called
about
Movies.
it. What is it?
It's like, how should I put it?
Can I type it in here?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
M-O-O-B-Y.
B-U-Y?
Yeah.
U-Y like that?
No, just a Y.
What does that mean?
Like a cow.
Movie?
Like boobies.
Oh, I should have gone to the other
The
one. Huh?
second one. Sorry, we're working on getting a tech guy.
Dude, my internet, I upgraded my internet, and it's still slow, man.
You got hosed.
So $40, right?
I paid $40.
And you're gonna have the experience of your life, right?
And I'm probably gonna buy a jacket for $70. And a mask.
You're just gonna start dropping money like that?
Yeah.
You're gonna drop money like it's nobody's business?
Yeah. I'm gonna spend at least $200 there. I just got my tax return back.
Tell the people what the hell is it? What do you expect to happen?
They have like hamburgers and like they named all their food inappropriate things. Like cock smoking chicken.
And they serve food and you eat it? And then what do you do for entertainment?
It's like a gallery.
And what do you look at?
They have all their like art set up. See?
Like what? Like what kind of art?
Like Jay and Silent Bob art. Do you see? It's like on the Abezuka.
So is this what happens when you run out of creative things to do? You do like really like lowbrow like food pop-ups. It's like a circus. You know, becoming a circus, like a cult circus. What, you don't think his career's going in the shitter? You know, his last couple movies, that Yoga Hosers was
He's not a movie. He's not a filmmaker anymore.
Yeah, it makes sense because the last couple ones he did were shit.
You don't have to be mean.
I love the movie Tusk. A lot of people hated it. I liked it. You watch Tusk?
No.
Dude, you're gonna go there. I'm a bigger Kevin Smith fan than you.
I like the early movies better.
Like what? Just Clerks, and Jay and Silent Bob? Is that it?
Dogma.
I hated Dogma.
Clerks 2.
That was the most lefty, atheistic, secular. Like they spit on all these religions. They think everybody who believes in a religion is a dummy.
Is pro-religion.
No, it wasn't.
What movie did you watch?
They were making fun of every fucking
No,
religion.
it wasn't.
You serious? I'll watch it again, dude. I was insulted when I watched Dogma. With those other loser actors like Matt Damon. Freaking what a dork.
It's not
Chris
for everyone.
Rock. It's just like Kevin Smith just got all his buddies who can't act, but they can like follow George Clooney to go to a George Clooney party.
I like Mallrats.
Oh, did you know that one clown who was in Clerks? What was his name? The lead character?
Dante?
Yeah, what's his actor's name? The one that knew all about comics. The one that told the story about Superman ejaculating. Jason Lee. Did you know that clown is a Scientologist?
Yeah.
You knew that? Well, that's why I respect Kevin Smith, only because of Jason Lee. Jason Lee could have passed for Bruce Lee's son if he really knew how to do it. He could have just started doing martial arts movies.
I think he was related to Stan Lee.
Oh, so you don't think he was Asian? What if Stan Lee and Bruce Lee had a baby? What do you think? Who do you think that would be?
Stanley Kubrick.
Stan Lee mixed with like amazing martial arts.
Stanley.
What would that do to your head?
Stanley Lee.
All right, I'm gonna call Kevin. You should call him anytime. Hope this works out.
Was that him?
No. Whatever, we'll keep doing the show.
He's too busy?
No, he said call him like after 9. You know what I think I liked about the older podcast before the green screen?
What?
Was that it had the lighting of a comedy club, bro. What was the worst thing what was the most like uncomfortable thing I've ever said on a podcast?
You talked about raping women?
I never said that. That must have been your head saying that. I did not say anything close. I said that some people do rape women. Why do you think? Do you think I even have the capabilities of raping a woman? That's what I'm so ashamed about the audience, is that they think I'm capable of raping a woman. I can't even get close to them.
I think there's an angel and there's a demon inside everybody.
But what about, is there one in me?
I don't know. Are you everybody?
And I don't want to be.
Do you fall under the umbrella?
There's some people
of
I don't
everybody?
like at all. I don't like to be everybody. There's some people I couldn't stand.
I think people are capable of doing good things and bad things.
Yeah, but what does that really mean?
You have two choices in life.
Go to the dark or the light?
Yep.
What about being funny? What about people that choose to be funny and they just aren't? They get up on stage and like, hey guys, man, let me tell you something. Long day.
What about them?
I eat pizza. You anybody in the audience? You guys eat pizza?
I do that.
Yeah, I got bloody shit right now.
Who said that?
It's not funny. I got real bloody shit. I'm making these goddamn red Rorschach tests in my undies. I keep looking at them. There's like little chunks of flesh.
It looks like a freaking crime scene whenever I take a dump.
And trust me, guys, I'm not having a period. All right. Listen, guys, I'm not on my period. What I'm trying to say is something's going on with that pizza.
When I look in the toilet, it's like OJ was there.
Do you think OJ did it? It's Black History Month. I'm just letting you know.
Oh.
Do you think OJ did it?
Yeah.
No, during Black History Month, you say he didn't do it. When the month's over, you can say whatever you want.
Ba 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 ba. Yeah.
Do you think McDonald's has been keeping all of America down? If we just get rid of one fast food chain, the whole world will change? What do you think about that? We just got to get rid of one thing. Maybe we can all survive a little longer. Like, get rid of McDonald's.
Didn't we get rid of a lot of things during the pandemic?
Like what?
Super salad.
Oh, yeah. Some people say it's going to be like this forever.
I'm okay with that.
Fucking Kevin Smith, dude.
Someone's calling.
Why would it call that one?
How do you get calls on your computer?
I have no idea. I've been trying to turn that shit off forever. All right. Yeah, we're going to have Kevin on here. This is going to be amazing. He just texted me right now.
Baby!
Kevin, man. Kevin, what up, man?
Hey, you guys want to hear a joke?
Yeah, go for it.
Jack and Jill went up the hill, both with a buck and a quarter. Jill came down and started a prominent hashtag on social media. Ow!
Damn, that's good. That's like a Dice remix.
That's my modern Dice impression.
That's funny.
Hey Kevin, what do you do? I mean, I need a drink. I need to drink like 10 beers now just to be funny. How do you do it sober? I don't get it.
I have a sex addiction that I'm working.
How many Red Bulls do you drink a day?
I don't drink any Red Bulls a day unless they're sponsoring me during the years of 2006 to 2009, when I would drink 3 to 5 a day.
Oh,
Mostly
Damn.
in the morning.
Dude, you want to know who drinks a tons of Red Bull? Steve Bannon.
Yeah?
Yeah, that dude drinks hella Red
how
Bulls.
do you know?
I like to watch right wing media. I'm not a right winger though. I just
I
do.
love that crazy nigga.
Huh? What? Wait, what?
Steve Bannon.
Yeah. Hey, so like, what would you say? What is your demographics of friends? How many black friends you really have? Since you just dropped that N-bomb right now. Tell me your demographics.
You know, it's a pretty mixed bag over here. I don't really have any friends, though. So,
Oh, so you're not colorblind. You just don't have any people around.
I just don't have friends. Yeah, exactly. I can be myself without fear of judgment.
What about Chris Rock?
I think it's a little too black for me.
Whoa.
Yeah, but you guys are friends, though.
He's alright. No,
You guys are good friends, though.
We've got it back and forth. Chris Rock's alright.
Does he have a sex addiction, too? Chris Rock got a sex addiction?
He was more. He had other pleasures of choice.
Hey, Kevin,
Mostly no cocaine.
can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
What's your record for jacking off in one day?
With or without going to the hospital afterwards.
With?
Well,
Damn, with the hospital?
Yeah.
You jack off in the hospital?
I considered my high points, and without having to go to the hospital, like a clean break. But if I had to go to the hospital, I kind of counted them as less. But I think it'd be around I think it was 34. 34.
34?
Yeah. And I think after like 5, you stop emitting semen, and then around, depending on how much time, that was within a 2-hour time frame for me. So
You just
around 26 or 27, I started getting a little bit, but it was kind of just at that point. Also, it was hard to distinguish it between that and like just the other bodily fluids from just like the extreme like chafing. Cause I don't
okay.
use lube.
I got a challenge for you now.
Okay.
You know how it's gonna be Valentine's Day on Sunday?
Mhm.
I want you to jack off 35 times. I want you to beat your record.
Dude, that's actually very,
I like that.
that's a goal.
That's good.
You need
Okay,
goals.
Yeah, I'll make a podcast out of it.
Dude, I bet you Matthew McConaughey would do that too. I mean, I bet you he'd be down to do that thing. 35.
And do a GoFundMe,
Yeah, but
jacking off for charity.
He'd be too loud.
But he's a positive guy. He likes challenges. He's a positive guy. He likes challenges. He likes to beat challenges. He's all about improving himself. So,
Yeah, to an annoying degree.
do you
You
think
know what I mean?
Why didn't he
Dude.
get canceled?
what? Matthew McConaughey?
Because he said that I like high school girls because they never get old. Oh yeah.
Did he get canceled for that? I thought he got the pass.
That's what I'm saying. How does he get?
I've got the N-word pass. He's got the high school girls pass.
How come he didn't cancel? He didn't get canceled for saying that.
The same reason I don't get canceled for saying the N-word. It's just truth.
Oh.
I want you to say the N word again. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. You don't gotta say the N word again, bro. Don't do it.
Well,
Don't do it.
Only do it when it's natural.
I had this song. I was gonna do with Lee Cavelli, who he made that song. Let the white people say N-word.
Oh yeah.
That was the whole concept, and I spoke with him, and I was trying to write a song because I felt like he was the Abraham Lincoln for the white people as far as using the N-word. You know, he allowed us, he freed us, and I was going, I am the Martin Luther King. For
Kevin, I don't mean to cut you off.
Okay.
But what does this have to do with anything?
I thought you were promoting your restaurant.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna last.
What?
The restaurant with COVID.
But you have a special procedure.
Tell me about my special procedure.
You just let like one person in at a time.
It's novelty. It's novelty, dude.
I was thinking that I think it'd be cool to do that and just have it be like one trail, like the whole place is empty except for one table, and it's me, like Godfather style, and their order, like in front of me, and I hand it to them.
And you get to cough on the people.
Is that actress in the video right now?
Ooh.
We're watching a video of you right now for movies.
What was she in?
Damn it. Sorry, dude. I didn't mean to cut you off. Hey, Kevin. I watched this movie that you did a while ago, Tusk,
Yes.
where a man was turned into a walrus.
Story. Huh?
Yeah, I love that movie, and like I'm looking at reviews of it, and like everybody like talks shit,
What are they saying?
saying like it's just shit. I don't know what the hell the meaning. I don't know why the hell did he waste his time making a shit movie? It makes no sense. It's like these people are dumb.
Most of those people are retarded.
Do you think they need to smoke more weed?
You know, I don't know.
Do you think? Are you comfortable with your sex addiction? Are you like comfortable with it?
It's pretty out of control.
So you want to change it? You want to change?
I'd like to.
What line do you use to get ladies?
I don't have to use. They use a line. They form a line.
Why?
Kevin Smith.
Because you're famous?
Yeah, exactly. And I have a lot of money.
Did you ever hear this book called
The Giver.
No, damn it.
Dude, you can't remember the book?
Is
Was it Ben Hogan's Power Golf?
The Method?
No, The Secret.
The Secret.
Have you read The Secret, Oprah Winfrey?
No, it was about this guy who was a pickup artist.
No, that's called The Game.
The Game. That's what I'm thinking of.
He's talking about The Game by
I've read
Neil Strauss.
That's why the only thing I really took from it was the fashion.
yeah. Wear a button-up shirt under a t-shirt.
Do you know what Neil Strauss says how to get girls?
He says a lot of things.
But the main method,
Okay, go ahead.
you have to be like, yeah, you're pretty, but I would never have sex with you because you have a little gap between your teeth. Sorry.
That actually doesn't work when they don't have a gap between their teeth.
Oh.
Hey, Kevin. Yeah, let's get to the like important stuff.
The meat.
Beating the meat. Like that's why good idea. Like, can you tell our audience like why they should have sex with other people and not beat the meat all day? Like, how do you talk someone in? Because sometimes you'll have sex with somebody and then you're like, man, I'd rather just beat the meat.
Well, it's.
I mean, all the problems that come along with all the baggage of another person that helps you masturbate. Isn't that what sex really is? Someone else helping you masturbate?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what. That's
Yeah!
What I don't understand. That's what I
Hell
don't
yeah!
understand. Like, how could you be that into masturbating and not be fiending for real sex?
I feel like this generation rather masturbate than have sex with other people. And I kind of agree with them.
Do you think that's because they've never had sex, or they've only had sex a couple times and it was shitty, and then they got Me Too'd?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think... What? There's such thing as good sex? I've only heard about good masturbating.
Yeah, it's
That's crazy.
It's
It's like black licorice. It's like eating black licorice. Some people like it. A lot of people hate it.
When you... Do you know what do you know how to make sex feel a lot better? When you come, just put your finger around your ass.
I'm not gonna try that.
I usually have my jeans shorts mostly on, so it's not really.
When you're about to come, just put your finger around your asshole.
It does not look good.
Oh, point lightning.
I really don't think that'll work.
It does work, and it even works when you're not with a lady.
The only
by yourself.
The only time that works is in the movie American Pie, when Stifler has to masturbate into a cup.
Oh well, yeah, because she did it like dominatrix style, like she was smiling.
Hey, that was a good franchise, wasn't it, Kevin?
Yeah.
American Pie, huh?
You know how
Road trip.
Why don't they make a restaurant of American Pie?
too many health restrictions.
Health code?
Yeah, health code issues.
Hey, what do you think of this? If I was, back when Donald Trump gave all of us money, remember when he gave all of America money, and we just talked shit the whole time?
Yeah.
He should have just gave everybody an American Pie. Wouldn't that have been freaking such a classy move?
You remember when everyone was nice to Donald Trump because they thought he was going to give them money, and then he gave them money and they talked shit about it?
Yeah. You know, that's called karma. Shit's coming for everybody. Should have been nice to Trump. I mean, I'm not saying you gotta like him, but I think people should have been nice.
I think you shouldn't have to like it.
Here's another.
No, I mean, I'm just talking about being polite. I'm not. Yeah, you don't. I'm not saying like him. I'm just saying just be polite.
Here's another sex tip.
Yeah.
When you're about to come, just pull your balls and stretch them as far as they can go.
Like away from each other? With your legs spread?
No.
Just
It's horrible.
doing a triangle?
Like an accordion.
Some sort of flesh triangle?
Just like you're, that's some next level shit, dude. Sounds like someone when they right when they're about to ejaculate, just fucking samurai that shit off.
Samurai stance.
At least you'll never have to. At least you'll never have to feel that good again. Right? Right? At least when you do it, you'll never have to feel that good again. You know, like it'll be over. You won't have to try anymore. You won't have your addiction. You won't have your dick or shit. You won't have nothing.
Hey, you can't say addiction without saying dick.
You'll OD. Eli, what's the weirdest thing that's happened to you during sex?
I farted.
What happened? Did the show stop?
Did she start farting too? I've had that happen to me. Once one rips it, the other one can rip it, and you guys just all start ripping it.
That's called the butterfly.
That's called the water dam.
It's called surround sound. It just starts coming from all directions.
Like that song "Money" by Pink Floyd.
It reminds me of a choir when everybody's singing together. Somebody's a farts. The farts fart together.
And you're like, okay, we're at this point of relationship. We're just gonna fart in front of.
The point where I break up with you because you farted in front of me.
And then you fart, and then she farts, and you're like, you're disgusting.
You're gone. Yeah, exactly. There's double standards.
I think flatulence could be sexy at times. Flatulence.
When?
Like when you're having sex, sometimes you hear a fart noise, you're like, oh, I don't care. Why don't you just pee on me or I'll shit on me?
You're like, that's your soul talking.
Well,
Like when you're having sex, like sometimes like no one cares. You're like, why don't you just piss on me then?
that's different, and I've been there, but I've never been like, oh, that's hot, which I think is different.
No, I don't mean you would congratulate her on her. You wouldn't congratulate her for it, but you would be like, hold on, she's not ashamed of farting in front of me? Damn, I'm just gonna pull it out and pee on her. Or something, or I might just like donkey punch her. Like you never know what that could trigger because it's language. Fart's a language.
When a girl farts,
it's the language of
I was
love.
like, okay, you just revealed your soul to me. I think we have a deeper.
It's like getting married, huh?
You're not afraid to show your soul to me.
When you just fart when you have sex and you just keep having sex, like you're like, yeah, that's good. You realize you don't have to be anybody else but yourself. In that moment of that.
Yeah, but if you start like manipulating your diet so you can have like a better farting experience, sex experience between the two of you, that's when it becomes a problem.
Oh really? Yeah, you don't want to go too far.
Well, yeah, you engineer it. You engineer what you eat, so lots of.
But when you open buttholes, the butthole's gonna sing. If you get my drift.
Oh, that's his daughter right there. That's Kevin. What's your daughter? We were watching this thing with your daughter.
Yeah, her name's Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Why? Because
Kevin Spacey.
she's a spacey person. She's like, oh.
No, actually, the actor.
Oh.
Who's in Stranger Things? Winona Ryder or Sigourney Weaver?
Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder, right? Dig this.
Winona Ryder.
Dig this, Kevin. Your buddy Johnny Depp. He's going to court right now. His wife is trying to sue his ass, and
Right.
Winona Ryder stood up and said, "You know what?" Because they were married.
And Johnny Depp.
She stood up for Johnny Depp in court and
In other
said,
words, scissor hands.
you know what? He farted when he had sex with me, and he doesn't beat women. Period. And she walked out of the. She walked out. What do you call it when you're up there in court? You're up there. You had to confess.
On the stand.
She's on the stand. She said, "We farted when we had sex, and he doesn't beat women." And she walked off. Didn't answer any more questions. I think I would be on his tombstone.
Was there like a lot of like commotion and the judge had to say order and bang his gavel a lot after that?
He said, "Order in the court. I want to."
He wanted to, right when she said fart, because he thought that was vulgar and profane.
He thought it was disrespecting the institution.
Because you're supposed to say, Your Honor, I want to tell you one thing and one thing only. Or two things. Maybe three. But Johnny Depp farts when we have sex, and he doesn't beat women. He's not Mike Tyson. He can't throw the left jab and the uppercut.
Can you imagine if Johnny Depp actually farts during
Dude, Kevin, you know how you cats are. You damn Hollywood stars, man, up there fucking
I think Johnny
sex addiction everywhere.
I think Johnny Depp was in one of Kevin's movies. Tusk.
That's true.
Oh yeah, he is. He's the detective.
That's right. Yes, the detective.
Yeah, I know that. I knew that. Bro, I'm a huge fan. This guy over here, Eli, he's kind of a fan.
Yeah.
But I'm the real fan.
That was my heroin opus.
Hey, when you heroin, you hero lose.
Not true. You hero make a great movie. It's critically panned,
Oh.
but has a cult following.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if you. Most of those rules that you're jumping out at me don't really apply. I don't know why. I think it's the shorts.
What's your favorite thing to eat? Like, what's your favorite food?
Chitlins?
That's good. That's
Hey,
good stuff.
you can't say country without saying cunt.
I get that. Chit, you can't say chit without saying, you can't say chitlins without saying chit.
Country is a bad word. No matter how you say it. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree. Hey, Kevin,
Yeah.
what do you think's going to happen to Los Angeles, bro? Are they going to need to, like, get a big bulldozer and, like, flatten it, and then start, I don't know, build it again?
Why? Because things were going so good there for so long. What happened?
No, I think it's gonna just keep going and keep dilapidating until it's escape from Los Angeles.
Do you know what? You know, if I was Elon Musk, you know what I would do to LA? I'd build this 20-lane freeway, right? And I'd have it curve upward towards the sky. Like you're not in traffic. Like, you think you're getting to downtown LA hella fast, right? But really, what's going on is, like, that freeway just stops, and people, and they all start falling off the cliff. And they're one last gridlock. And their last LA gridlock. They all start pouring into the abyss.
This is the stupidest idea I've ever heard of. Movies?
I don't think it's a stupid idea.
Stupid.
That reminds me of when you're about to ejaculate, you samurai sword your dick off. It's like the same thing with LA traffic. Like, you'll never have that pleasure again. Like, you're never gonna have to.
You're almost happy.
Yeah, you're.
Like that you won't have to. You're dying, but at least you won't have to ejaculate again.
You're like Velma and Louise. You're actually, everybody is actually everybody is actually two women inside. That's my new philosophy. Every human being.
Louise was a guy.
Velma and Louise, they're two women.
Okay.
Susan Sarandon and that other chick.
Hey, they don't call you Jack, you early. If you get my drift.
So everybody is kind of like Velma and Louise inside. Even a man has Velma and Louise, and they're gonna drive off that cliff together. During some sort of masturbation.
Was she from Scooby Doo?
Who?
Velma and Louise.
Oh, Velma. Do you think Velma fucked that dog?
No.
Hey, Kevin? Do you kind of go? Sometimes think like, you sometimes wake up in the morning and go, "Who's president again?" And it takes you like a couple minutes to think about it. Here I go, yeah, Joe Biden. No, yeah, Joe fucking Biden.
I forget, and then I wonder what he's up to, what kind of stuff they're up to.
No shit.
I forget that any of it happened. You know.
He's like he's like the vacation president. He's the
He's the
Weekend with Bernie's.
president.
He's the Weekend at Bernie's president of the United States. As a whole country, we're carrying around Weekend at Bernie's. We're carrying around a freaking mannequin. We're like, oh yeah, you're the president. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, how you doing, dude? Man,
He needs his aviators back.
I think
he needs to get that hooker of a vice president in a bikini. He needs to get that sexy old brown skin out of that damn whatever that Kamala. She needs to be like in a bikini, dude.
she's a nice lady.
Yeah, she could be a nicer lady in a bikini. Maybe give her a tit job.
What do you think she's into?
Hey,
Parts?
who Kamala?
Yeah.
I think she honestly, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I think she has a big clit. Period.
I think she's a nice lady.
I think she's a nice lady, but I think she has a big clit.
No, don't say that.
Why? Why can't
Because you're going to get me canceled.
I? Jesus Christ! The only thing I'm gonna get canceled of is because I get too excited about saying someone has a big clit and I start laughing. But really, there's nothing wrong with a woman that has a big clit. There's a lot of girls out there. There's a lot of girls out there that are ashamed of their big clit, and now that Kamala Harris is vice president,
No, that's not true.
there is girls that are ashamed of having a big clit.
Not Kamala. She's nice.
We don't know what she has down there.
Sorry.
I don't think of her sexually.
It's a fat ass clit.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Bet she's a nice chunky clit.
Chunky. It's a chunky. Stouffer
No.
clit.
She's just a nice lady. Let's not.
I bet you could fling it like a doorstop.
No, don't say that about her.
You could fling it like one of those little door springs.
No.
You know
No.
what I'm talking about? You go, "Doing
No.
It is semi-erect.
Stop. No.
All right.
It's like
Fine.
It's like a good. It's just it's like a smudge.
I'm just.
Eli doesn't want us to talk about that. Really, what I want to talk about is her soft neck.
Yes.
Her soft neck. You just want to nuzzle your face and
Karate chop it.
you just want to nibble at her ear a little bit.
I want to suck on her boobs.
You can't say that, dude. You can't say that. No, Kamala is a good woman. She's married, Eli. She's married. All right.
She is not.
Yes, she is. She's married to a Jewish man. They did a Hanukkah special together. I saw it.
Of course she is.
They learned how to light the candles.
I respect that.
I think so too. Everybody needs a little tradition.
His name's Doug. This guy's a plant.
I think Kamala probably goes to the gym and does what she works on her.
Do you know what Obama
Glutes.
said about
It's
her?
on her clit.
She works.
No.
No, her glute. She works her glutes.
Gluten freeze.
That's what she says. That's what she writes on the paper.
What's going on here?
Kevin.
This is the worst.
Kevin, serious question.
This is the worst fucking video.
Elon calls you right now. He says, "Get on this rocket ship with me, baby, and we're going to Mars. This world's gonna blow up. We gotta go. Yes or no? Can't bring anybody along.
No.
Elon's your secret Elon thinks you're his secret lover. He has a technology that he can implant an embryo
and he
inside
says
you,
we're going to Mars and we're going to
and-
repopulate Mars.
and
together.
he's gonna make you the bitch. But at least you're alive. He's gonna implant embryos inside your belly, and you're gonna give birth to them out of your sphincter.
How do you have an impression of Elon Musk?
Yeah. Well, first, I'm not gonna do that. You got my sex addiction to maintain, and then the getting embryonic sacs implanted by Elon Musk isn't under my umbrella perversion. Elon Musk seems cool. He smokes weed. You know who's
Hey,
super
bro. Kevin,
What do you?
quick joke. Hold on, quick joke. Kevin, when when you're taking a fat shit, like a real fat solid poop, and you're pushing that turd out. You know those one? Doesn't it feel good?
Yeah.
Do you think it would feel that good if it went back inside? If it went inside?
It doesn't feel as good.
Why?
Because,
Just put in rewind.
Because it's
Like reverse.
That,
Yeah,
Just like you want.
that reminds me of a story.
You don't want that one. You need that.
That reminds me of a story,
what?
actually. So I was taking a poop, and it just got stuck in my butt. I couldn't poop.
Oh yeah, one of the cement ones.
Yeah, and then I had to
Heavy clay. You got a lot of clay.
Yeah, and then I had to
You
take
eat clay.
I had to take my 2 fingers and I had to claw it.
I had to do
Like I had to take chunks of it out.
You gotta pick your nose like you picked your butt.
Yeah,
Pick your butt like you picked your nose.
You had to chip away at it.
yeah, like you're stuck in a mine, and there's an explosion and it trapped you. One big boulder.
And it's like I'm gonna be like this my entire life. This poop's gonna be in my butt.
Yeah, that old Inca clay. They call it Inca clay.
Yeah, dude, that happened once to me, and it was
That-
the worst.
It's from Peru.
I've had that.
That Peru turd.
I had that happen to me for 2 months straight.
That Peruvian.
It's that Peruvian red clay.
You know what caused that? Little Caesars.
No shit. No pun intended. Shit. Big clit. Kamala. Yeah. That was my new rap song. You ever write rap songs? I think rap songs are the only salvation for all of America. You can say whatever you want on a rap song. What do you think?
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want in a rap song. Come on, I got a big clit.
Oh my god.
I gotta take an Inca shit. That means red clay. Red clay, red clay. Come on, a clit, come on, a clit. Come on now, come on down, come on, a clit. Ah! That's my Jamaican reggae version. Eli doesn't like it. Eli does not like my taste in music.
Guana Irene.
Do you remember when Brad Pitt did that amazing Jamaican impersonation in
That's what I'm doing.
Saving Brad Ryan? Oh yeah, I saw that movie.
It's gonna be Irene. It's gonna be Irene.
What movie's that?
It's a movie
Joe
with.
Black.
It's like a Jack Black.
Meet Jack
Whoa.
Black.
Joe Black.
Meet Joe Black.
Black.
Meet Jack Black. That'd be so sick. That'd be so sick if Jack Black just rebooted that shit. I could, he's so bored right now. I could just hit him up. We could do that.
Meet Jack Black.
Well, I just want Jack Black to play Anthony Hopkins' character.
Oh, I thought you were wanting to play the Brad Pitt character.
That's the movie where he goes backwards and he ages backwards.
No, that's Benjamin Button.
No, that would be good too. You're right.
Jack Black Button.
Jack Black thing. Benjamin Button.
Jack Black redoes every Brad Pitt movie. That'd be so fucking awesome.
Big, Big Black Jack's Benjamin Button.
I am Jack Black's Benjamin.
He does the Mexican with Brad Pitt, but
You
Jack
can't say
Black.
that.
But he plays Nacho Libre.
Don't say the Mexican.
Dude, hey Kevin, you seen Mexican with the Brad Pitt and Julia Roberts?
Yeah, it was a good film.
I wish they didn't call it the Mexican.
Yeah, they should have called it spit.
They could. Oh my god, it's horrible, dude.
Whoa.
I was thinking they should call. I was thinking they should just call it like. I think they should call it mestizo, Spanish indigenous movie.
What about Latinx?
No,
Latinx.
that sounds like it's a porn. Latinx. All I think about is porn. This is a
What
good
about
quality
the-
film.
The guy that changed out my sheet at the hotel.
Oh.
Hey Kevin, I gotta be straight up with you, bro. Are you a racist?
No.
Oh my god, that is so loud.
I know. How did it get loud?
Sorry, I just sold something on eBay.
Probably sold a $10 comic or some shit. What'd you sell, Eli?
Stephen King, The Stand.
How
First
much?
edition.
How much you sell it for?
$50.
Damn.
That's satanic.
Do you think if everybody had more sex addiction, they would have how about this idea, Kevin? Like if we increase everybody's sex addiction and then we make abortion illegal, that means everybody is going to have their baby. That's what abortion illegal means. Everybody has to have their baby. And they have a sex addiction and then you make them all have their baby. Wouldn't that just be stirring the melting pot faster, and we wouldn't have that would be a way of beating racism. Is everybody needs to fuck each other. Everybody needs to force fuck each other. That's how you cure racism. You got to make everybody you got to force everybody to fuck each other.
Is making everybody the same an even trade-off to eliminate racism?
Yeah, everybody has to sex each other and have a bunch of babies.
No, but is that a good trade-off for everybody is the same hue, but there's no racism?
Yeah,
That's
because there'd be a bunch of sex.
I'll be right
Oh, I
back.
like
You'd
this
be
part.
like I'm fighting racism by having sex with different races against their will.
I have used that
For
before. That excuse.
Eli's leaving right
I
now.
have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, are you gonna piss on the side of the house?
Yeah.
All right, don't piss on any of my tools.
Oh.
I got tools, Kevin. I got a gang of tools, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to piss on them.
Which one do
You
want?
understand? No, you'll find a spot. Just whatever.
What's
you'll
your
find.
favorite tool?
My favorite tool, I like. You know, I'm gonna be straight up with you, and I'm sure you might agree. It's a hidden gem of the tool world. It's the little trash claw, the little picker. You know, like you pull the trigger back, and it has these little pinchers. What do you call it? Like a little trash picker, trash pincher. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I love that shit. I love those things. You just kind of you can spend the whole day picking up trash. Those little tools. It's fun.
Do you live in a dirty place?
No,
Lots of trash.
I mean
Spending
no,
all day.
no. I clean up after myself. I'm not gonna say anything, but there's certain types of people. I'm not gonna tell you who they are, but there's types of people that don't pick up after themselves. They don't care.
Yep, it's true.
And they talk about the environment, but really they're just sloppy consumers that just leave their trash everywhere. They just buy junk all day long. They have no taste whatsoever. But they'll go ahead and stand behind Greta Thunberg and talk about global warming. But they're the sloppiest people I've ever met in my whole life. Packages upon packages. Buying shit on Amazon every day. Boxes within boxes of boxes. You know? All this waste, man. You know what they do with all that waste? They just shove it in
Recycle.
They just shove it somewhere.
Yep.
They need to get a sex
Behind the
addiction.
couch.
They need to get sex addictions. Why can't you promote sex addictions? That sounds like the worst thing to get rid of.
I mean, it's just you start having sex a lot, and you start getting yourself in sticky situations, spending lots of money doing things you wish you didn't do. Now you're involved with, women that you don't want to be involved with. Everything's complicated. You gotta get tested. You gotta hope that they don't get pregnant. It's just you're a slave.
Where do you think nutsack cancer comes from?
The Philippines. I think.
It came from there, like coronavirus, like came from like China.
Yeah. Someone who did too many squats.
Hey Kevin,
Yeah.
thanks for doing this interview, bro.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Next time I see you, I'm gonna bring some Toll House. We're gonna bake them cookies. We'll have a
It's
little.
on site.
You will go right down to the Circle K, get some milk, and we'll have some fresh cookies and the milk.
I like the Milanos.
No, I want to bake them. I want to bake them for you, man. It's all about. I want to bake them for you. I want you. Hopefully, before we meet, you can have your little sex addiction fix real quick, so you'll be calm when I'm there making them
Right.
cookies.
Right.
Thank
Well,
you.
I've got things installed in every room, so if anything does, I've developed, ways to. I'm so rich that I can just pay women to have their fat Kamala clits pressed against the like glory holes in every room with actual women in them. So that's the one thing. My house is like the Willy Wonka of sex addiction.
Can you I'm gonna slowly fade out the interview and the music.
Mhm.
Can you just say just a couple last words about like young kids growing up in the world? Can you give them some advice?
Yeah, I think everybody should be more like gamers and say nigga all the time. They can say it with the hard R. They can do it. They can play it the guitar. They can say it on a rap song. They can say it when they're by themselves. They can say it when they're with their friends if they have friends. And just it's not a big deal, dude.
I guess, man. I guess. That N-word thing, man, I can't do that. I'm not down with that.
Nigga, hey.
I'm not down with that, bro.
That was
I'm not
what
down
my
with that,
verse was
Kevin.
gonna be.
Kevin, I don't use that N-word.
Luther King, I'm trying to. You know what Harriet Tubman said? I could have freed so many more if only they knew they were slaves. That's how I feel right now, hearing you say that.
All right, Kevin. All right, Kevin, man. I'll see you. I'll probably see you in a couple weeks down there in LA, man, when you're gonna stop through.
Alright, peace, nigga.
All right. Man, that guy says the N-word a lot. I'm not for that. I'm gonna stand right now as Joe Biden's our new president. I'm standing right now to end this. I'm never interviewing Kevin Smith again. I don't care if he even watches this. You don't say that stuff. It's not even funny. I'm not even laughing about it. What I'm laughing about is how nervous it makes me when he says it. I feel like my podcast is gonna get canceled for it. Did you find a place to pee over there?
Yeah.
This podcast is by far the worst. I'm gonna cringe watching it.
This is the worst podcast we ever did.
Where's your mic?
This is the worst podcast we ever did.
Yeah, but I was saying we learned a lot. I mean, we could redeem ourselves right now. I'm a professional. You're a professional. We've been doing this how many years? 3 years.
3 years.
3 years. So we're not no slouches. You know the other. You know.
I have a new podcast partner.
Oh yeah, you do. Who's your podcast partner?
My boss at Chiba Hut.
Serious? When are you gonna do your first podcast?
We're gonna do one on stocks.
Oh, you're gonna do like a serious podcast?
Yeah.
About stocks.
Yeah.
Dude, stocks are over after they did the GameStop thing. Everybody knows it's a hack job.
We're gonna go into marijuana stocks.
You better get some girls in bikinis to sell that weed. That's how
We
Dave
will.
Chappelle did it.
We will. I'm gonna rent a podcast in space.
Well, did I tell you I talked to Robbie?
Oh yeah. No.
Meat House, bro.
When?
Last week. A week ago.
They're gonna cancel us when they see this.
No, they won't.
Oh.
Robbie moved right down the street.
Oh yeah.
He's just straightening shit out. I told him about the hardware I have, the technology and the production I have over here, and it's gonna be gangbusters, dude. World War III, dude, on
What's
the
gonna
internet.
happen?
We're just gonna put out content, just like what we did today. Some guy, Kevin Smith. We interview celebrities. They say the N-word. We keep writing. We don't let it phase us. We didn't say the N-word. They did. He did. You get what I mean? So we're just gonna keep rolling with the punches. You know, you're against rolling with the punches? You're not for that?
Yeah, I will.
Eli, sometimes I feel you look at me like I'm a homeless person. Like in front of Food City.
What do you mean?
I feel like I feel like you look at me and I'm like this voice that says, "But can I have 50 cents?" And you ignore me. But I did know what I said. I said, "Hey man, you got any change?" And you just kept walking in there, man. You looked at me. You're like,
You said.
got nothing.
You said, do you have a light?
Yeah, you just kept walking, dude. You pretend like you didn't even hear it.
Do you smoke? Do you smoke?
No. Yeah, no, seriously, we're in the wrong business because this guy I talked to, he says those homeless people are living better lives than us.
Who?
This guy down on Skid Row down here on 17th Avenue in Van Buren.
In the zone?
In the zone. He said all these homeless people do is have group sex and smoke crack and get fentanyl overdoses if they're
How do
lucky.
you do that?
You just get it.
How do you become homeless?
Just go down there and you fucking open up your asshole and have, like you just let people fuck you.
You just start sleeping?
You start getting fucked, you sleep, and you smoke crack.
You just lay on the ground?
You just act like a piece. Yeah, if you just laid on the ground and pulled your pants down over your ass, there'd be some homeless person that would just rape you. You'd just be laying there asleep. Next thing you know, you look behind you and you're getting plowed in the ass by a homeless person. And then you're like, "Hey man, you wanna do this again? You wanna smoke crack and I'll let you fuck me in the ass?" This sounds all crazy, but this is going on right downtown. I could be on what's Carrie Lake's channel? What's Carrie Lake's show? What channel is Carrie Lake on? What news station is Carrie Lake on? Do you know what news station? Channel 10. I get a Carrie Lake interview me right now and I say, "These homeless people are fucking each other in the ass and smoking a lot of crack." And she's like, "Interesting."
I'm sorry, this beer made me tired.
No, this podcast is reckless, dude. I alienated you, Eli. I made you feel unsafe.
I just don't like the N-word.
I already agree with that. I have no control over what Kevin says like that. I have no control over that. I'm never gonna interview him again.
I just don't like being around it, you know?
Well, Eli, can I tell you something? You just told me O.J. Simpson is a murderer during Black Lives History Month.
I just don't like being around when white people say the N-word.
I think Kevin Smith might have a little Native American in him. Would you? Is that okay if he has a little Native American? God, this podcast sucks. This thing's over, guys. We're burning it down right here. This rant. The Kevin Smith said the N-word. Eli's frustrated. What you guys might think of the N-word. This is over. This podcast is never gonna happen again. This is getting shut down immediately.
I'm sorry.
But I'm gonna post it though. I'm gonna post this podcast because otherwise, what I'm saying just won't be heard. They need to know what happened. Kids all of a sudden say, "Where did Downtown Phoenix #1 gossip podcast go?" They gotta know what happened, don't they?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're closing out here. Just wanted to say the N-word is not an acceptable thing for anybody to say, even if you are a rapper or you're some Hollywood guy who thinks you're cool, thinks you can just be all slick like that, like Joe Biden's slick. But Joe Biden never said the N-word. Just put that. Our president never said that. Another thing is all this like masturbation thing and this clit thing. It's vulgar. It's not professional. Just to like geek out and laugh like a dork. Every time someone says "cum," "clit,"
And don't talk about shitting anymore.
what? Shit, what?
Don't talk about shitting anymore.
Shitting, farts, hard shit,
And shitting blood.
shitting blood, all this bullshit.
It's very disrespectful.
This podcast was supposed to be about Britney Spears, and you saw what the hell happened. This is bullshit. Guys, I would just recommend not watching this podcast and just waiting for the next one.
If you made it this far, I'm sorry that you had to watch all that.
But we got another podcast that's gonna be 100 times better. Eli is gonna go downtown. He spent some good money. He's gonna go down and see that Kevin Smith, even though Kevin Smith's possibly a racist.
I'm going to do a podcast on stocks.
But you're gonna go to that movies thing tomorrow,
Yeah.
and that's why we did this podcast. Eli's gonna post the movies.
But it's going to be out after the movies thing.
Yeah, but you're gonna record everything and you're gonna post it,
Oh, yeah.
and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be awesome. I guess that's it. My only friend, the end.
I'm sorry.
We're all gonna die. Some of us are gonna die sooner than others. Some of us are gonna have to wait around and drag this stale raisin of a skinned corpse into the twilight.
I think we killed the format.
This one we killed the format. That's a good thing. That means we broke through a paradigm. When you ruin a format, you break through a paradigm. You didn't know that?
No.
Holy shit, man! That one went plenty though.